So this is the competitiveness value chain, which is basically the AGOA, the real alternative against Asia and other competitors, is called the collaborative sourcing. There are competitive lead times, there is response time to the market, there's competitive prices not only related to the labor, there's productivity, there's just-in-time deliveries, service, service, and service. So that's the mindset of these factories. And as you can see, the exports are showing a growth for the last 5 to 10 years. And this is due that East African businessmen are already working, are already adapting to the trends of the global economy. That's what I wanted to share with you. I hope I can have the opportunity to to talk to any potential interest in learning more about these factories. Thank you so much.
Kenya is sub-Saharan Africa's biggest producer of apparel, and AGOA is at the heart of that industry. The African Growth and Opportunity Act waives tariffs on nearly 7,000 goods exported to the United States, and in 2015, it was extended for 10 more years. U.S. aid through the East Africa Trade and Investment Hub is working closely with the cotton, apparel, and textile industry in East Africa to address the binding constraints limiting growth, identified as trade policy issues, workforce development, and social welfare and safety standards. The Hub will address these constraints through its Cotton, Textile, and Apparel Industry Expansion Initiative, which aims to create 45,000 jobs in the region in the next 3 years. The initiative will start in Kenya.
Kenya has actually been one of the most forward-leaning East African countries. When we were introducing AGOA, it was first in and adopting the policies required under AGOA. We've already seen $400 million in exports from Kenya since 2015 when the AGOA expansion came through. In addition, we are seeing one of the most creative and active workforces being developed and created here. And it happens to be the center of USAID's Trade and Investment Hub. So we see a lot of opportunity in Kenya, both with the workforce and with the willingness of the government, and I think a lot of creativity with the partners and the companies that are engaged here.
The 10-year AGOA renewal has seen a massive surge in exports and investment here, and the government has also stepped up its support to manufacturers and investment in infrastructure.
The thing that we focused on in the last 3 years as government is actually to try and address the issue around cost of doing business in Kenya. And it's for that reason that we have transformed the port of Mombasa. That port is today 3 times in terms of capacity more than it was about 3-4 years ago. Number 2, we have made significant investments in linking East Africa through the standard gauge railway line. And, infrastructure in roads, in airports, these are all things geared towards making the cost of doing business much, much more affordable and easier than it has been before.